Today we're going to take a walk on the spicier, edgier, more youthful side of metal music. So, without further ado, it is Tuesday. It's time for a batch of new heavies on the Metal Weekly Top 5, where I find, test, and recommend my top 5 most worthy extreme metal albums of this week's new releases here on YouTube for you. And if you're ready, well, let's go right now. It's 17 new albums released this week, and this one made the number 4 position, and with Apple Music's metal section as my weapon of choice to source all the latest and greatest metal for my YouTube channel and Facebook, I give you There Is Beauty in Letting Go by Vicious Rain. This is the band's first and latest album up for a fresh review. So let's move forward. We start off with an amazing, very simplistic album cover. What does this say to you? What did you think of it? Kudos to the designer on a really cool album design right now. So let's move forward into the tracks and see what we got. Track 1 starts out strong and ranges through melodic then explosive metalcore passages, energetic vocals, big guitar tones and chords, thick bass, and lots of slap in the drums. I like the deep energy range from good to deep emotional waves of energy here. You'll clench your fists and then you're going to close your eyes and smile. That's kind of where I'm going with that. We got track 2 with the actual heavier, deeper feel, explodes with awesome throaty vocals, bright guitar tones and rhythms, big bass and tight percussion work. The big energy here is more my feel. I can feel it here. Track number 3 is pretty strong. It's a deep hitter with big vocals, massive crushing guitar sounds, and melodies with crunchy bass and excellent tempo. I really like this. I love the deep grind. I feel the groove and energy with this one, and the waves of energy hit right down to the toes. I really enjoy track 3. So I'm going to say that there are some peaks and valleys. Right after that, we get track 4 and 5. They take the tempo down just a little wee bit, but then surprisingly, things bounce back for a huge grand finale. This band is very strong. They know how to start strong, end strong, and they know how to put things in between there. I like the way that they put their tracks together. It's an immense body of work for this band. There is tons of power here. If you guys really like metalcore, the new styles of metalcore, this band here actually claims to have some alternative background in there too. The vocals are very throaty, very unique, deep fry vocals. Guitars have massive, thunderous, deep riffs and chords and solo work. The bass is big and stampede-like. The drums are spicy and very hard-hitting. I find that the lyrical theme here is life and loneliness and becoming a mainstream or radio act here. It's about a 50-50 toss-up, although I think that they're a little too heavy right now to be that way, but it is only their first album. The album is very consistent, very tight. The tracks are arranged with obvious care. So we start this off at the number 4 position, and I think that the reason why I chose it here, to be frank with you, is that the energy level didn't quite match up to the next 3 albums that are coming out. However, this is a very solid first effort by Vicious Rain, and it's a tremendous album all the way through. There's no duds. There's no anything bad about this album. I'm going to say that I believe that it's going to appeal a lot maybe to the female counterparts of metal. I think that the girls are going to like this an awful lot. So with that said and done, my final thoughts is that they worked very hard on this first album, and you can actually see the hard work that they went into it. You can imagine them in the studio, and it is time for me to say goodbye. So stream them, love them, collect them. And yeah, we will see you guys tomorrow again for another episode with number 3. Cheers.